Hello, this is Darlene Griffiths with my presentation for Module 6 for EDL 850 entitled Internet Safety. So the Children's Internet Protection Act was enacted in 2000. Schools and libraries are affected by this act because we receive E-rate funding, which helps us buy discounted telecommunications, internet access, and internal connection services. To be able to receive this money from the federal government, schools and libraries have to have policies in place to protect minors from obscene, pornographic, or other harmful material. They have to be able to monitor the online activities of minors, and we have to educate minors about appropriate online behavior. Then there's the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule. This is guidance for people who own websites or service websites that provide services to children under the age of 13. These providers have to protect the personal information of these students, such as their first and last name, their home address, phone number, social security number. Anything that could identify those minors has to be protected. Protecting Children in the 21st Century Act. After SIPA, we realized that there needed to be more done to educate minors about how to use the internet appropriately. Just putting filters and monitoring where they were going was not enough. And so this is to provide education for online behavior that's appropriate. How do you navigate social networking websites, chat rooms? What do you do if you're cyberbullied? How do you report that? So here is Harrington's cyberbullying policy. It is a little bit outdated because it includes the word pagers, but it defines what we consider cyberbullying. Whether it's through email or online games or websites, it defines that for us. Here is our district computer policy, and this just makes everyone aware of what we expect you to do when we check out a computer to you. We are one-to-one, and so we want everyone to understand our expectations at USD 487 and when we check out that computer to them. Here is our internet policy, and this has several parts to it. And what we want to make sure that our students as well as their parents understand is that computer is being provided to them to complete classroom assignments, do educational research, and any other district-approved activities like a college course online or doing some kind of project-based learning. So that computer is to be used for school, and there are several rules that we go by to make sure that students are using that appropriately. So I'll go through those. These rules are to help us and the student understand what is expected and help the parents to know what is expected. We expect both the student and the parent to sign this agreement before we check out their computer to them. And then this also meets the guidelines for SIPA and Protecting Children in the 21st Century for those E-rate funds for us. So again, the network and the internet are to be used for educational purposes. You're not to use the system for commercial purposes. You're not trying to buy or sell things using our internet. Don't put personal information on there to protect the identity of children. Do not use, this has Hotmail, that kind of tells you how dated it is, our chat rooms. Users are responsible for their own account and should be careful when they sign in and out so that others cannot use them. We monitor for profane or obscene things. We still have a filter on all of our computers, and we get red flags when people are looking at things that they shouldn't be. You shouldn't gain unauthorized access to any computer system, whether it's the schools or any other system. You're not to modify your machine. You're not to download or install software without the express permission of the teacher or the internet administrator. You are not to bring down the computer system. We have several kids many years ago when it was new to have your own laptop that thought it would be funny to bring down our internet, so that was something that occurred quite often. Email, we have email for every student. It's through Google Mail, and here it talks about when they can check their email, but oftentimes they check it more often than that. Here it says they only have local email, but that has been changed recently. All email should be academic and should not contain anything that would be offensive. So what are the consequences for not following SIPA and the Protecting Children in the 21st Century Act? For school, it would be the loss of E-rate funds, and we could also be held liable if we do not protect the students and their identities from predators on the internet, especially when they're using school computers. We want them to be as protected as possible. We want to teach them how to use the internet and appropriately and how to protect themselves from cyberbullying as well as any kind of identity theft. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.